Welcome back to the channel. It's been quite a break since I've put out a video. Today's word is patience. It's kind of a long word. P-A-Y-S-H-E-N-C-E. Now, I've already sketched it because it would have taken me a long time. We're going to do a bevel, but we have some layering going on. So we have some depth, dimension, and I've already chosen my colors. I've been seeing a lot of sunrises recently. So influenced by that, we got some browns and oranges. I have 3 variations of grays I may use, and then I have a few variations of white. I got a whiteout pen, which is just like a Bic, some sort of Craft Smart marker. I don't even know if it works. And then a Sharpie brand white. So we're gonna go ahead and knock this out, and hopefully it's gonna look good. Now, whenever you do a bevel, since some of you guys aren't familiar with doing a bevel, this is a simple bevel. We have 4 colors. That's it. I'm not trying to complicate this. You always want to determine where your light sources are going to be. If your light source is coming from the top, the bottom, the sides, which direction. I think we're going to have our light source come from the top. Makes it easy. Just imagine the sun overhead. Sun's going to be casting down from the top of this paper downward. So our lightest color is going to be on the top. All right, so maybe I should switch this up. Let me see. As you guys can see, I do a quick little hit with colors to see what it looks like before I get going. Let me test out this yellow. Maybe I'll incorporate a little yellow. We'll see. All right, we'll see what happens. But let's get going. I have a tendency to do, I guess it doesn't matter. I tend to do, yeah, I guess it doesn't matter. I was gonna say, which color do you want to start with first? Really doesn't matter. All right, so because I have some layering, I'm gonna work on the letter that's the highest layer up. In this case, it's the E, the Y, and the P. So we'll do these. And with any luck, this is gonna look pretty good when it's done. I'm for sure rusty. I apologize. Life stays getting in the way sometimes. I got my door open, so it may be a little loud. Trying to get that fresh air in here. All right, so because our light source is coming from the top down, our darkest color is gonna be the lower section. So again, this E, this Y, and this P are the letters that are the highest layer. So I'm gonna work on those first. If this were spray paint, I guess I'd still probably do the same, but it wouldn't matter too much because you could always just paint over the color. In this instance, it's gonna be hard to cover the marker with another marker because we're not using paint markers. But yeah, I know a lot of you guys struggle with beveled letters. And this person had questions about light sources and been meaning to do their name for a while. And I've just been lagging. I know I owe some of you guys your names, so please be patient. No pun intended. I'm also debating if I want to outline these letters in a black or if I just want to leave them raw. The letters have a drop shadow. They're all different. So the letters are going to fluctuate in like this. Imagine them being on a pivot point. So if I had a flat letter like this and I tilted it, it's gonna give the illusion that the top portion is further away. So that's what we're going for, is that if you tilt something, the furthest part is gonna be coming. Imagine a horizon, right? Like if you look at like a road, it goes to a point similar to these letters. Like if I tilted the letter, it's gonna look like a point, right? Whereas if I tilt it back, it goes up, point, back. Not sure I'm making any sense. You know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying. All right, so let's just work on each letter at a time. Make it easy for you guys to follow along. Since I'm already on this E, we'll do this E. And we'll just keep going. And I may outline everything in black just to make it easier for you guys to see. Bevel letters are pretty fun when you do them properly. All right, so again, I'm gonna do one full letter. You guys can see what it's about. Oh. Actually, yeah, let's do the orange. Remember, sunrise colors today, not sunset. Two different things. Two different locations. And then my lightest color always going to be at the top. And the reason I grabbed that yellow is because that orange looks a little, it's very strong. So let me see what if a little yellow looks like up here. Okay, that's all right. Kind of add a little bit of depth. And I may add more colors as I go. This is just a generic starting point so you guys can see what's what. And I probably, will I outline this? I don't know. I don't know. We'll find out. I don't plan these things ahead of time, other than occasionally the sketch, which you guys saw me do here, because it saves you guys a little bit of time. And now we're just gonna start going. Moving and shaking. And you may see some of these pencil marks towards the end. That's okay. This is not a perfect perfect little bomb. I don't think any of us are perfect. I know a lot of us try to be perfect. But far from it. So what have y'all been up to? I haven't talked to y'all for quite a while. Leave it in the comments below. What y'all been doing? Have y'all been painting? Have y'all been drawing? See, this is the hard part. I think I'm gonna do a little bit of orange here and then have a little bit of that dark brown come into it, because the Y is always a unique letter where the bevel is going to have a little bit of a variety of transition from darks to lights. And usually a bevel could be done pretty quickly. I know a lot of us overthink the bevel, but it's kind of a quick, like, slap the colors up and go, because it's pretty forgiving, and you have so many colors and on the same page, your eye is not going to go to an imperfection, if that makes sense. Like if I messed up on something, you're not going to be like, oh, I see that. All right, we'll do a little bit of a dark color right there, because that is kind of on the lower side. And then come back with the yellow and just hit a little bit in areas. Nothing serious, just adds a little bit. And then at the very end, we're gonna add a little white. And I may grab other colors, because like I said, these letters are hovering over each other, and you kind of want to add the depth. Actually, let's just keep it easy. Let's keep it easy. I always want to complicate things. Always. Like, oh, let's add more color. Let's do this. Let's do that. And pay attention to, I don't know if you guys could see it very well, but I have, each letter has an independent shadow. And you don't want to, accidentally cover the shadow in. S is a little unique too, because it has contour. Okay, but I'll show you what once we're done and I break the letters down, I think you'll understand what things are looking like. I'm gonna try and move fast through this, because I'm probably already at, like, let's see, 13 minutes. It's actually not bad. And I may mess up, but you know me. If I mess up somewhere, I always point it out to you guys. The ends are a little unique as well, which I'll go over. And I tend to work my way through one color first. So I do all my dark browns. I just chose to do the E, the Y, and the P first because they're elevated. But I do the dark brown, then I come back and I do my secondary color. So I know, like, all of the bottoms have to be one color. Then I can come back and I can do all the right side color without an issue. Remember, avoid your shadow, because each letter is going to be in its own independent shadow. So if you guys are following along or do something like this, remember each letter has its own independent shadow. And I want to do the right side here. Right side here, a little different. Right right side here is a little different. Because this will be the top, right? So the top, remember where our light source is coming from. Yeah, so I've been working a lot. It's kept me quite busy. I don't think I've uploaded a video for months. Feels good to be back. Remember, pay attention to your shadow right there. There's a shadow for the E, so I'm not going over that section. I'm gonna see how all the letters look and decide after if I want to outline something. If not, we're just gonna leave it. If I decide towards the end it needs an outline, then I will outline all the letters. But as of the moment, or at the moment, it's not getting one. So we'll see. Top, we have top, left, top. I guess this is right here. We have our right side right here. Right side right here. So whenever I'm going to transition, I tend to like my bottom and the top sides that just touch a little bit like that. Where we got that side. Okay. So again, done with our brown, our secondary color. We get our orange. Just work our way through. We know the orange is on the left. Actually, I didn't do my P right here. Let's do the P. Okay. So orange. So far it's looking cool. Remember, pay attention to your independent shadows. Like I forgot brown right here on this A. It's all right, we'll come back. Left. Remember, like I said, the dark and the dark and the other side should always touch just a little bit. And I don't know what color I want to do for the shadows of each letter. I didn't think that through, or I didn't get that far. All I knew is like I wanted them to have. We can do them gray. I mean, gray's a good color. We'll see how. That's why I do these little test swatches, like at the top with the grays or whatever color I'm using. So I know, like, oh, all right, I want to do that. That's how that'll look with that color. You guys are following along, paying attention. See, it's a little strange. We have a little bit of a left section right there. Same thing with this guy. Mr. Brown right here. So come back, hit it with the dark. And then the S is kind of the way it's positioned. That needs to be dark. Okay. Our top color, which is our, I don't know, it's like a light sand. We'll call it a sand. It works though. It's definitely working. Payshence. With a long name. Cool name. I have not seen this name. Right there, Mr. Brown. Cool thing about doing a bevel is you're always gonna know where you messed up. In most cases, like once you get more comfortable with it. But if you think of the quadrants as like top, bottom, right, left, like I know this is always gonna be my top color, where my light source is coming from. So if I go here and then I'm like, all right, I did all of the top section and I'm left with a color like here, right? Top color. But right there, it's like, hey, I filled in my top color. What am I missing? Dark color, right? And same thing right here. See the E? I missed the right color. So I come back and I try and keep them in order. Although right there I kind of messed up. But get your dark color. And then right here, we need our right color. But that's why I like the bevel. It's very forgiving. All right, cool. So we have our payshence. Should we do a dark? I feel like it, what do I do? What do I do, guys? Do I do a dark gray or do I do a black? This is where things get strange because, all right, what sunrise? How a lot of orangish, yellow, black. I mean, there was black. It was like a silhouette. Yeah, I guess we could fuck with the black, you know? All right. Fresh black. Well, I'm scared. I'm scared. All right, this is what I want to do. Let me cut this section out. Kind of want to add a purple. I felt like purples, you know, early morning, get those like purple. All right, sorry guys and girls, I'm just kind of talking to myself right now. It's like I either commit or I don't commit. I commit or I don't commit. This kind of looks Halloween-ish, but because we just passed Halloween. Commit or don't commit. I need a darker purple. That works. That may work. Okay, fuck it. Let's go. will still do the black. But I think it was gonna be a lot of black, and I just needed something else. That's the difficult part about doing impromptu videos. I don't really choose colors and stuff ahead of time. It's like, hey, if it feels right, it feels right. And purple kind of felt a little right. Just it needed something else. Like, you throw black's good, right? It would have added a lot of contrast, but black's just black. It's a very deep, dark color, but that's all it is. It's black. I think we're gonna add another layer of depth to this too, since it is a 3D style. I'll show you at the end. I will show you at the end. But the purple looking cool so far. We're definitely gonna need a black though. Most definitely. As of recent, I've been using a lot of black, violets. There's a color in the Montana line called Galaxy. I've been messing with that a lot. Looks super good. Like nice, dark, deep purple, similar to this, but even darker. Okay. 27-minute long video. That's a long video. That's a long video. But we're getting it done, you know? Figure the first video back, let's just keep it non-time lapse video. Okay. And the purple doesn't have to be perfect because we're gonna outline these letters and come back with the black around the shadow. So again, working our way through the sequence of layers. Top letter was the E, so let's focus on the E. I am taking a little more time on the outline. This is where you're gonna fix anything if you've messed up. I mean, if you've messed up pretty bad, forget about it. You're not fixing anything at this point. Very unforgiving markers. All right. Usually, let's see. Almost doesn't need a double outline. Normally I would do a double outline on these things to get them nice and proud, bold, but all right, bam. See, that's what we're going for. Yeah, we're gonna mess with more black and white towards the end of this. Let's just go in the sequence, E, Y. You also notice I'm trying to make my edges a little softer, softer, where they're not like a hard chiseled point, they're more on the roundish side. It's kind of important because the edges are soft to begin with. You'll notice everything's kind of curved and round and contoured. So I'm trying not to stop my marker at a corner. I'm trying to stop elsewhere. Like here, that's a little hard, so I could come back and just turn the marker real fast. All right, so, and also when I start at I don't start at the corner. If that makes any sense. Like I stopped at the corner. I felt my hand was about to slip. I had to stop. Just pick it right back up. Go. Normally I would be contorting the paper around in order to get my lines straight, but I record this way for you guys so you don't lose focus and the paper's not moving around a lot. All right, so we got all the proud letters other than this E. So let's do this last E. And again, remember we're trying to soften up those edges, so keep that marker moving. Cool, that's good. We can leave that. Actually, you know what? Each letter is independent, so. That one I want to make fatter for some reason. Let's get this guy looking fatter. Okay, now we can work on all the other letters. Whoa, I got a little high on that guy. I think the purple was a good call, honestly. I think it needed it. You guys don't have to use the same colors I use. Actually, I strongly suggest you guys mess with your own colors, you know, until you find something that fits for you. But in most cases, a simple bevel will be either two colors, top and right. This is how I look at it. Your light source on the right side are one color. The shadow source on the other side are a second color. If you want to do a two-color bevel, that's it. You only need two. It'll look pretty similar. You want to get a little more complicated but still easy, four-color bevel like we're currently doing. It's pretty straightforward. Top, right, bottom, left. That's it. Just remember what color goes where. Normally your darkest color is going to go on the bottom. And then I have a tendency to put my other similar color towards the right of that. So you have a dark brown, then a lighter brown, or it goes right next to it. That's just me, you know. You guys can do whatever you want. If you guys feel the marker getting away from you, stop. Like I said, no one's gonna notice the little mistakes. It's the big mistakes that get noticed. All right, one more letter, and we are gonna almost be done. But I'm gonna add a little bit of black and white in order to help this thing pop a little bit more. Because you need a highlight. See, felt my hand slipping, so I stopped. Okay, cool. Patience. I'm gonna add a little bit of black. Dark side. I'm just gonna do a cut like where I think it's like at its darkest point. Like that. All right, I didn't realize my camera died. Yeah, it's what it is. All right, so we're gonna add a little bit of yellow in areas that need it. I'm gonna come back and add gray in areas that need it. So remember, I got my gray swatches. I got a lighter gray. We'll use the lighter gray first. Wherever I overlap something, I'm just gonna add a little bit. Actually, that's probably not enough. Let's get the darker one out here. Cool. It doesn't need much. A little bit goes a long way. Stuff like that. And then I want to do a drop shadow for the whole thing. Light source coming down, which means my P is going to be like that. This is gonna be a fun one. I'm trying to give the illusion that it's floating. Float, float, float on. Okay. That. I think we'll add a little bit of a darker gray and a little bit of the area, just a little bit. Just a little bit. Real subtle, but it adds up, you know? Okay. I think that may be it right there. I don't know if you guys can see what I did already, but... All right, white. Really important. Before my phone dies again. Let's see if this white works. Light source coming up top. I like to hit my white on the edge where the two colors are the harsh or are meeting a little bit, and I try and wash it out a little bit, like feather it out a little bit. You could even hit it, I mean, you could almost hit it anywhere you want. The idea is just to soften up a lot of the lines. Remember working with the letters that we worked on first. So remember we did the E, that Y. Take your time too, like there's no rush with this. And then the P. But we're just treating it like a little brush, you know? It doesn't have to be perfect. I try to get a little white on the paper and then more just kind of blend it out. Like move it where it needs to go. If you don't have a white, maybe you could use a paper. I know I've seen a couple people use the paper. Cool. But I try and just a little bit, just a little white. Doesn't need a lot. I'm not making hard lines, very soft lines. Light source. If you think like, oh, I think there'll be a little white there, add it. You know, it doesn't have to be perfect. Does the white have to be all on the yellow, on the lightest color? No. Because if you think of shapes, light is always going to be moving and bouncing off of something. So, right, it's like a mirror. Think of light or anything will bounce off and move around. So it's okay to move your white around a little bit. Don't get crazy with it. It's easy to overdo the white. This is very just kind of subtle. But now would also be a good time to like fix any mistakes if you made any with the white. Like, oh, I need to cover that. Bam, hit it with the white. Cover it. You see one of these sharp points where three colors meet? Bucket, white. Just a little white. And we're looking good so far. We're about done. Hopefully my phone charges up a little bit. Hopefully it won't die. All right, so again, today's word's patience. Thanks for being patient with me, guys. Appreciate it. You guys are following along. Super 3D. That's what I was going for. Let's get rid of this yellow crap. All right, bam. So, final product. Looks cool. 3D, beveled, soft edges. something totally different than what we're used to doing, right? Because imagine if I hold the paper real thin like that, you get a thinner perspective. If I hold it like this, the letters get a different perspective. So that was the look we were going for. If I could hold the paper flat, do the letters look like they have perspective? I think we nailed it. Cut the paper to give it the illusion that the P, the E, the C, and the E are actually hanging off of the paper. We have overlapping, so we have layers. The P, the Y, the E, and this E are the very top layer. The N, the S are the secondary layer. And then you have the C, the H, and the A that are our third layer. Our fourth layer, which is our drop shadow. Our fifth layer, which is our paper. I think we nailed it. Do we have a good light source? Yeah, light source is coming from the top to the bottom. We added whites. You could actually take this a step further and darken up some of the browns with the same color. Let's say you're like real dark, you know? Just re-darken up some of this area right here. Really give the illusion that, you know, there is a darker. This is the shadow. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just enough. Just enough. A little bit here, a little bit there. It goes a long way. Cool. All right. So let's give this a grade. I like this. Let's give it a solid A. A with the happy face. And a tongue. All right, cool. All right, let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment below. Like, follow, subscribe if you feel like you find value in the channel. If you guys have a name suggestion, let me know. I'll try and get to it when I can. I have a few more names I gotta go through. I'm working a little bit slowly, but that's it. See you on the next one.